Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're going to be in the Basic Fantasy role-playing game book for this video. We're going to do retainers, specialists, and mercenaries. At least that's the section we're on. So we'll cover just the retainers for this video. So, unlike the way me and my friends play our regular D&D and Pathfinder games, we don't really use retainers and mercenaries and stuff. I'd like to get back to it, so let's see how they do it. Player characters will sometimes want or need to hire NPCs, non-player characters, to work for them. There are several categories of NPCs available for hire, as follows. Retainers. A retainer is a close associate of his employer. Retainers are hired for a share of treasure, typically at least 15% of the employer's income, plus support costs, weapons, armor, rations, and basic equipment provided by the employer. Retainers are typically very loyal and are willing to take reasonable risks. In particular, they are the only sort of hireling who will generally accompany a player character into a dungeon, lair, or ruin. Hiring a retainer is more involved than hiring other NPCs. First, the player character must advertise for a retainer, typically by hiring a crier, posting notices in public places, or asking and possibly paying NPCs such as innkeepers or taverners to direct potential retainers to the player character. It is up to the game master to rule on what must be done and how successful these activities are. If the player character is successful, one or more NPCs will present themselves to be interviewed. The game master should play out the interview with the player, and after all offers have been made and all questions asked, a reaction roll should be made. To check the potential retainer's reaction, the game master rolls 2d6 and adds the player's character's charisma bonus. In addition, the game master may apply any adjustments he or she feels are appropriate, a bonus of +1 for higher than average pay, or the offer of a magic item such as a sword +1, or a penalty if the player character offers poor terms. The roll is read as follows. A 2 or less, refusal, and -1 on further rolls to try to hire him. 3 through 5 is refusal. 6 through 8 is try again. 9 through 11 is acceptance. 12 or more, acceptance and +1 to loyalty. The refusal -1 on further rolls means that all further reaction rolls made towards that player character in the given town or region will be at a penalty of a -1 due to unkind words said by the NPC to his fellows. If the player character tries again in a different town, the penalty does not apply. If a try again result is rolled, the potential retainer is reluctant and needs more convincing. The player character must sweeten the deal in order to get an additional roll, such as by offering more pay, a magic item, etc. If the player character makes no better offer, treat try again as refusal. Loyalty. All retainers have a loyalty score, which is generally 7 plus the employer's charisma bonus, or penalty. The loyalty score is used just as the morale score of monsters or mercenaries is used. If a loyalty check roll is made in combat is a natural 2, the loyalty of the retainers increases by +1 point. Note that a loyalty of 12 is fanatical. The retainer will do virtually anything the player character asks and never flee in combat. However, the game master should still apply penalties when the player character instructs the retainer to do something which appears very risky, making a failed check possible. In addition, the game master should roll a loyalty check for each retainer at the end of each adventure, after treasure is divided, to determine if the retainer will remain with the player characters. The GM may apply adjustments to this roll, probably no more than 2 points plus or minus if the retainer is particularly well or poorly paid. Maximum number of retainers. A player character may hire at most 4 retainers, adjusted by the character's charisma bonus or penalty. Any attempt to hire more than this number of retainers will be met with automatic refusals. Level of retainers. Normally, potential retainers will be 1/2 the level of the employer or less. So a first level character cannot hire retainers. Second level PCs can only hire first level characters, and so on. Of course, there is no way for the retainers to directly know the level of the PC's employer, nor for the employer to know the level of the potential retainer, but the game master should usually enforce this rule for a purpose of game balance. It shouldn't be surprising that first level characters can't hire retainers, as they have no reputation to speak of yet. Experience for retainers. Unlike other hired NPCs, retainers do gain experience just as other adventurers do. However, as they are under the command of a player character, only 1/2 of the share of XP is allocated to each retainer. See character advancement below for an example, and I'll do that in a separate video. Well, that tells us about retainers. Next will be specialists, and then after that will be mercenaries. So until we all game again, guys.